Welcome back to another lesson. Today we're going to watch for main ideas and details and consider social issues related to fashion consumption.
Consumers are increasingly aware that the fast fashion industry generates waste, pollution, toxic chemicals, poor working conditions, and more. Environmentally, the fashion business is more damaging and more polluting than any other industry apart from the oil industry. But a new generation of clothing companies are taking a different approach. Their mission is to change our relationship to the clothes that we wear, and at the same time to change the approach of the fashion industry. Perhaps the biggest problem with the fashion industry is that consumers buy too many clothes, and that's part of why there is so much waste. To tackle this problem, companies such as Y Closet in China are now offering consumers the option to rent clothes instead of buying them. Customers sign up for the online service and pay a fixed monthly fee. They get their clothes in the mail. The advantage is that when you've finished with them, you simply send them back to be cleaned and then rented by someone else. The result is that people buy far fewer clothes. But the problem is not just that consumers buy too many items of clothing. It's also that having bought them, they don't wear them. Companies such as By Rotation are tackling this problem too, with a peer-to-peer rental service. Peer-to-peer rental services allow customers to rent their clothes to each other. By Rotation never actually sees the clothes themselves. Users of the brand create an account and take photos of their clothes with the app. They decide how much it will cost to rent each item of clothing and how long someone can rent it for. As with Y Closet, the result is that consumers buy fewer clothes and so generate less waste. Clothing rental companies are not the only ones tackling the problem of waste. Amazingly, between 15 and 40% of the fabric from a normal clothing factory ends up as waste on the factory floor. One way to reduce waste is to use this discarded fabric to make clothes. That's exactly what Cambodian company Tonle does. Tonle buys this waste fabric and uses it to make its own fashion collection. Not only that, but Tonle's factories avoid using toxic chemicals. In fact, they claim 80% of their chemicals used for coloring or dyeing clothes are edible. Another company that is trying to turn fashion around is Spanish brand EcoAlf. They want their fabric to not only do no harm, but to also benefit the environment. So, EcoAlf gets the material to make their fabric from the ocean itself. Every year, they remove over 150 tons of plastic from the ocean. This plastic is then turned into fabrics, which are used to make shoes and clothing. Patagonia, an American outdoor clothing brand, is another company that is trying to stop people from buying and discarding so many items of clothing. Patagonia believes that fashion should be about manufacturing items people want to keep forever. Their approach is to sell good clothes that last a long time, and to repair the clothes when necessary so that they last longer. To achieve this goal, Patagonia has a repair service that repairs customers' clothes for a reasonable fee. They also offer easy ways to recycle the clothes once they can no longer be repaired. Patagonia shows that a clothing company doesn't have to sell more to be profitable. The company has a turnover of around $1 billion a year. Companies such as these are offering hope for the future of fashion, as well as the future of the planet. Now what they need is consumers who share their passion.